Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of Fire and Fit Podcast.
Hi, welcome. Today we're debating social media in the gym. So I have the lovely opportunity to be the mediator between the pros and the cons. Hi.
Yeah, so as you know, Mr. Gaines Enterprise, Beefy PT, literally, we're just gonna come through some shots.
What shots? What shots you gonna shot? You should throw. Throw some shots. What you gonna shoot at?
Yeah, calm down. I'm only mediating. I don't need you punching me in the face, man. I didn't sign up for all that. So
I wouldn't throw you them
BPPT, calm
shots.
down.
I wouldn't throw you
I'll block
them
them with
shots.
these deadly Muay Thai elbows.
Anyways, moving forward.
I wouldn't throw
Yeah.
you them shots.
As we all know, we're heading to a technology era. Everyone's aware. It's classified as what? AI generation. Yeah. Social media.
That's it, AI generation, okay.
Let's call it the AI generation. Yeah. Social media has taken a big leap and how sports overall has been seen around the world. So I feel like we all should talk about something. You know, the goods and the
Alright,
bads.
well, let me throw something at you.
Throw something at me.
Yeah.
When you where you at? Where you at?
Let me pick up the chair, you know.
The aggression is so deep.
Oh.
As you know, there's a lot of brands out there, yeah? Like, compared to, especially, like, the brands that are going on, everyone's doing their own brand. Like myself, Games Enterprise PT, Ltd, there we go. But yeah, anyway, there's a lot of brands out there,
Yeah.
and this is really, really good, because, like, obviously with myself as well, a lot of us are actually using social media to promote our things, especially when we're in the gym. Like, and that's one of the things that I do as a personal trainer. I have two pages. So I have my PT page and I also have my merchandise page.
Okay.
And I also, between the two of them, I will throw up things that I've done in the gym, but also I'll be throwing up my merchandise page, because there's a lot of people in my gym that come to my gym that are literally like, I can see that they need gloves, they need booty bands, they need, some people ask me about hoodies.
Booty bands?
Boot.
Booty?
Look at the lips. Booty bands. Yeah. So, we need them booty bands.
Okay,
yeah?
okay.
Literally-
Hold on. That's that booty band that give you that donkey booty, right?
Yeah, that
donkey
peach,
booty. Okay, cool. Say that.
I'll be
Why
sat
you
in the
being
middle here,
quiet?
guys, just
I'm
waiting for the
scared.
point.
But no, but on a serious note, yeah, how do you feel like people are using social media to brand themselves or their merchandise or their bodies?
You see, take two, yeah?
What do you mean take two?
Alright. Going back into it. Very good question. You know what? To me, a lot of people use their body or their brands as a false image. Do you know what I mean?
Whoa.
Ooh, bit of the
False
truth
image.
bomb.
All right, then. So let's elaborate on that. Because I need to hear that.
Sometimes it gives a false representation of yourself.
Oh, whoa, myself.
But then may
Hold
I
on.
interject with one thing? Often people don't really realize that there's all that hard work behind. Like they'll throw a false compliment if I can use myself, skinny bitch. But I walk 15 miles a day at my job and I'm up at 5 doing yoga every morning. So there's no appreciation for the work that's come before.
Yeah,
So I
but-
appreciate what you're saying, because it looks like a false art because you're not including the work. So
That's
I think
it.
it's important, like you're saying, build your brand. I think it's fantastic.
Amazing.
But
amazing.
also, like, show a lot of the work that goes in, like your diet. It's not easy to look
Yeah,
like
of course.
how we look. You know what I mean? You have
But,
to.
100%.
It
but
takes
at the
work, it
same
takes
time, hear me out. As well as not yourself, a lot of people they're trying to build their brand, and sometimes people actually their genetics is actually amazing. Do you know what I mean? Like some people metabolism, you know what I mean? They don't need to do much to look a specific way.
Which is good,
You know,
which is
but at the
real.
same time they could use that in a false way to kind of gain people. Do you know what I mean? And at the same time as well, set expectation. The expectation could be unrealistic.
All right, so then that's why you realize who is who's real, who's not. Like there's so many different people out there.
Yeah, my one is stop you talking.
You know again?
No,
Yeah.
No, just because the
Yeah.
police
Yeah.
are.
So anytime you hear like a siren, you might just
Pause.
say, yeah.
Alright, so
otherwise-
basically, I hear what you're saying,
Mhm.
but there's so many different brands out there, and you know what? Like the one thing that I do take from this year, a lot of people use, like you said, a lot of people use their body as a false image and whatnot. But do you know what? Like you know who's real and who's not. Do you know who's fake? You know that some people have. There's a lot of people in the industry that come off from the back of maybe even saying using steroids and trying to look apart, and then after branding themselves and getting off like that. But do you know what? At the end of the day, if your product is good,
Sorry.
Phone should be on silent.
wow,
That was just, he was just getting
Whoa,
to the media.
yeah, I realized. Sorry.
wow.
So sorry, man. Literally, I know. Anyways, go on.
So, as I was saying, if your product is good,
Yes.
like your product should speak for itself.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like, so for instance, like I'm not trying to brag, but like the quality of my hoodies, do you know what I'm saying? It speaks for itself. Like when people put it on, right, cool. I'm not cold anymore. It's cool. You know, you can go down the road, go get yourself a hoodie, and they're charging you like all these big brands. They'll charge you like how much for a hoodie, but then
Gucci prices.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But then we look back on it and we're like, hold on, like that's a lot of money for that hoodie, and I'm still cold. You know, like it looks good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
I'm so cold.
I do understand what you're saying, but there is, like you were saying to MD, okay, you know who's real and who's not. Like if I'm coming as the novice that I am to the gym scene,
Yeah.
I'm looking at these, I don't know who's on steroids, who's not doing the most, you know what I mean? So
False
that's where
image.
it just becomes, I think there's a
What do you mean
piece
you
on
don't know
both
who's on
sides
steroids?
that's, no, he knows. Because I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I know lots of guys who've naturally built their bodies
Yeah.
and people
Natural
who've
way.
been on steroids, I've been told, don't look that good. So for me, it's a little bit like if I'm a gym novice, I can appreciate his point of the false idol, but I think because I use my social media to brand for my artists, for myself. So I think there's that catch-22 where if you're putting in the work and you're actually showing your work, kind of like a maths equation, like show your work.
Yeah.
Because everyone can get an angle or a filter that makes it look really good, and that's that false thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you
But
know
I
what?
completely appreciate like your social media. It can be you.
And
Do you
I
know what I
understand.
mean?
I understand where you're coming from. Like, particularly me, I understand how social media, like, especially. I'm not feminist out here. Throw it out there quickly, but a lot of females. Yeah. What?
Look.
I train women. This guy.
Look,
Don't listen to
look,
this guy. I
look,
train
look.
women. Whatever. Yeah. But
He
there's a
trains
lot
the
of women-
ladies.
Yeah, I train the ladies. Yeah. But all right. But there's a lot of women out there
Yeah.
that false advertisement on just by the way they stand in a picture
Yeah.
shows off their glutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
But
can
if they
have
can-
it back
if they
right
can-
now
Yeah.
because of the way I stand.
And
And
that's
like,
exactly that.
You see
And
what?
I
Okay.
understand that. I
Check
understand
this out. Check this out. Yeah. Prime example. You know, as we were saying, social media. Yeah. You train the ladies, right? Most of this time when I'm flipping through social media, you know, and I'm seeing a lady working out, I'm not concentrating on the workout because you know why? It's how the angle of the video is being shooting. If they got a good physique, genetic wise, good bum, good legs, yeah, form look good. All she had to do, 1-2 squat, boom, good for the camera, looking nice. Do you know what I mean? That's a false image. Do you know what I mean?
Alright, let me
Listen, that's a
shut
false.
that down.
That's a false image.
Alright, yeah.
What she tried to do, she
Alright,
tried to
hold on,
promote.
Hold on, watch this.
Do you understand?
watch this,
So,
watch this.
so when you're telling me, oh, as she said before, people don't see the hard work. Yeah,
But-
we don't know her story. Hear me out. We don't know her story, but at the same time, her body's shaped in a specific way, and all she had to do is bam, bam, bam,
Okay,
boom,
but
and her
then
body's
that's
like
where,
that.
that's when you see. That's where you got to go. We got to go back to the beginning.
Okay.
Right? We go back to the beginning. So we look at progress
yeah.
pictures.
And also,
Yeah.
hello, grey tracksuit bottoms. You lot love to pose a picture
Oh, here we
and the
go.
right way. So not
Black for me, please.
Yeah.
Black
Black
for me,
you
please.
now.
Black for me, please. Don't come with
But
a
we
grey.
need to,
grade.
no,
Go
but we
down
need
that
to
road, man.
appreciate that in social media you stand a much higher chance depending on like how much of your body you show,
saying
what
from-
your face looks like.
Yeah,
A lot of
yes.
that contributes to people who
So
are
you say-
False image.
incredibly popular. No, but it's the same as in life. People who are very attractive tend to be at the more popular end of the scale because we're all visual creatures.
Might have to take
Women
some pictures
sometimes-
in some grey tracksuit bottoms.
You know what?
All I'm saying is, we can't be talking about women squatting or whatever
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I wear barely anything to do my yoga videos. You
Okay.
both follow me, you know. I'm not, but I've built the body that I want, and I'm proud of that. If someone comes up to me and they're all like a bit creepy about it, put it on Facebook and Instagram, guys. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
But then you have to check how you're watching that
Yeah, how you
workout
watch it.
because
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
easily sucked in by a six pack and some big moves,
Yeah.
man boobs. Just so you got that.
Bap, bap, bap,
But we
bap,
all
bap,
get
bap.
sucked in because we're all visual creatures. We
Cool,
really
cool,
are.
Cool.
But then, like you say, it's that showing the working out, being sweaty and disgusting,
Yeah.
not having that perfect picture or that angle.
That's what I train clients. I'm not one of those PTs that, and I throw it out there. There is some PTs out here that specifically train these model type girls, all of that, yeah, all those type of girls. Like, and for me, I feel that's ridiculous because I feel like you're not even actually showing an indication of any transformation because half of these ladies that they're training, they're already in a good shape as it is.
And they
you
have
know?
all day to
And
train because
that's
that's their
exactly
job. They
it,
can eat
you
right,
know?
they can go
That's
that
good,
extra
But
length.
if you look at a lot of PTs that I know,
Yeah.
that I move in a circle with myself, that we will train with all the different shapes and sizes, you know, and you see from we will put up a beginning picture to a progress picture, and you will see the difference, you know, and there ain't no hiding about it. It ain't no Photoshop. God, I don't even know how to use a Photoshop, so that for me that's how I really.
He says that now, so we don't look at his pictures.
Look at my pictures. I don't even know how to use it. But on a serious note, like you can tell, like when somebody's doing all this branding, you can tell from the false advertisement. Like again, like especially when girls are doing the whole butt pictures, like we all know, like you can tell. Like even most of those pictures now today, I don't even like those pictures because I know what they're trying to get from it. Like it's all like one leg sticking back, pushing your bum back. Nah, forget it, you know. But so I hear your aspect, but you still gotta understand that as a brand in itself, social media works as one of the best aspects
Yeah.
when it comes to in the gym socializing because it actually broadens the horizon.
Cool. Say no, fam. Yo.
I
You wanna go
can't
in the ring?
mediate this point. As long as I get the chance to step back.
WWE on him.
Alright.
No, but to be fair,
Booker T.
I can't mediate this point. There's too many, like it's too good on both sides. You
Yeah.
have to be really careful, but you also can't control. People will lie to themselves. You know what I mean? So there's no
The
way
lies
to
become the
control.
truth sometimes.
But that's it.
There's
That's
no way
there
to
we
control
go.
what they put out.
That's
you know
it.
What I mean?
That's the probably the keyest thing. Like, because you know what, like everybody will go through what we're going through in life, but do you know what? Their undoings will come out in
Oh,
their
yeah, you
darkness
can't
will
hide
come
that.
out into the light.
100%.
Regardless. One of my friends last year, I remember he was literally going through social media, through people's social media, and he was literally outing them, tagging them, saying stop putting up Photoshop pictures of such and such and such. And it's not even just that, because we see it through celebrities as well. Celebrities do the same thing.
They've
Like, a
been
lot of them,
airbrushing
they're
for
airbrushing
how
for
long
years, their
now?
pictures and everything. So like, and this is why young kids, young people,
They see it,
they see it and they feel like,
and that's why I said it's
this is it.
dangerous. That's why I say it's dangerous because, yeah, still it's giving off another false image. Do you understand? As well as we are conscious enough and to know that, you know what, this is what actually is going on in the fitness world. You know, there's people that haven't engaged in the fitness world like that, and they only get engaged on what they see. So if they see a girl, you know, clear skin, booty look nice, leg look nice, hair look long, you know, they're like, I want that body, I want that image, I want that hair. You know, you want to see stretch marks. You want to what? You want to see some?
No, but come on, I totally agree though. Your
Yeah.
body grows.
Yeah, your
in
body- your
different
body
ways.
grows-
As skinny as I am, I have stretch marks, and I don't see them as this horrific thing. But in being a female, the objectified things that are pushed at me all the time it's a phenomenal amount of pressure for a female to have this. That, like you say, that instant gratification shit that they see through the social media is creating this, like, I need it now. I want
Yeah,
a body
they
like
want it
that
now.
now.
Yeah.
And
If
it
they- if they
takes
could- if
months
they could
and
take a pill,
months and months of
If they could take a
time.
pill, if they invented a pill,
Yeah.
one pill,
Everybody would
But
one
even-
pill, just to get your body exactly how you
But
want.
even that, how do you really want your body? as you, not what you've been told, not what you've been shown. Like, I know the body that I want for me,
But
not for a man, not for my friends.
70%
But
of the
how
people.
often do we even think about that? How do
But
we want our
hear
body?
me out. 70% of the people that visualize their own body have an image through something else. So they see something and they say, you know what, that guy got nice abs, you know. I want that 12 pack. You know what I mean? But realistically, it's not about having a 12 pack. You know what I mean? Because nowadays I see a lot of men, I'm not saying no name, you know, I don't believe a lot of men should have any form of belly. Don't say you have to have 12 pack, 8 pack, but no man gut. No man should have a gut. That's laziness. That's neglect.
But then again,
But
it
then-
depends on, like you say before, their health and their circumstance. Because there's some
But-
people
but-
that are
but
working their
listen,
ass
listen.
off and they have a
What I'm saying-
thyroid issue.
So
But
you
I- so
saying that,
there's
you
all-
saying
the
that, and
individual's
it's
really
mad because
important.
you as a boxer, you can see like professional boxers, yeah. You can see professional boxers, yeah, like they have that gut. Like you can see that they got a bit of.
They
a belly.
do. They do.
Yeah,
But
even
I'm
today,
not
even
speaking.
today's
I'm
boxers.
not speaking for boxers.
Yeah.
But I'm speaking for men. Men overall.
But men are boxers as
No,
well.
no, no, no. But what I'm saying,
Men are
men
boxers as well.
overall. No man that's there to call himself a man. I'm not saying.
you
but
gotta
know-
say- so
listen,
you
listen,
gotta-
listen,
you
listen,
gotta
listen.
put-
No,
you gotta put it too.
no one. I don't care. You know, a lot of people nowadays, yeah, they're switching up genetics like that. Yeah. Anyone that call themselves a man,
But
and
what
you
you-
there, hold on, let's put a pause on there, and you call yourself a man, and you there have a gut in front of you,
But now
that is neglect of your own personal health.
But hold on. Values have to come into this. I mean, I'm as man-hatey as they get often, but I have to have men's backs here. I understand what you're saying, but to call
Nah.
yourself a man is your values and your integrity. But once you start to understand that and who you are, almost everyone I know who's been on that path and trying to understand who they are as a human has got to a better health.
There we go.
Through understanding more things. You even went to vegan for a little while. Now
Yes.
you figured out what's the balance for you. It's not for
It's my
everyone.
journey. It's a
But
journey.
exactly,
It's a journey.
But
Look at
that's
this.
where we say something so, like, should I feel less of a female because I don't have the booty bands and a huge bum or big titties? You know what I mean? Like, where we draw the line is that it needs to be that individual journey that often will lead you to wanting to get rid of that gut because you're not healthy any longer. I think it becomes dangerous when a man like you, who is valued by a lot of other men because you put your money where your mouth is, you train hard, you often speak the truth, you don't have time for lying. So you then become an inspiration, but they have to get to that point of understanding their values, who they are, is their health important? And it often, 90% of the time, people will always have that spiritual understanding and introduction, and then they move to their health.
Right, so my
Because you
perspective on
spiritually
what he
aligned
said,
with your health.
Yeah, I need to shut that down. Cause I'm not even gonna lie. Let's play with it. I need to shut that down.
Bro, you saw, even the powerlifters there. I know they.
Powerlifters, yeah, cool. Hear what I'm saying? All these people have got guts. Even big powerlifters have got guts. Yeah, Lalas, all them man, they got big guts. Terry Hollins, he was a big guy till he went into bodybuilding. He done bodybuilding. Yeah, like there's a lot of people. We got Tyson Fury. We got boxers who have got bellies. But do you know the maddest thing is they probably got one of the strongest cores than anybody that's got washboard abs. Washboard abs.
Do you
What
think
is washboard
Alvin's
abs?
trying
What-
to make
what-
sure we don't
like-
put washboard abs
like,
as a
well,
topic?
what? Because you got washboard abs, it means that you got a better core. No, I'm sorry. Like, no, you need to work on your foundation before you work on your exterior. So then, if you want to talk about man being a man, it's got nothing to do with how they look. A man being a man should be from within coming out, not something showing him being a man comes out. That's not how it goes. Like you as a father as well, yeah, you gotta understand. It's not you just being a dad makes you a dad. It's your aspects of you makes you a dad. Do you know what I'm saying? Not what you see. Because I can look at you and be like, oh, I don't know you're a dad.
But
Do
also,
you know what I'm saying?
to interject, a lot of women will look at men your types with the bodies and the big arms and judge you to be F-boys, for lack of a better term, because you're PTs, you're in the gym, you have nice bodies. So there is that flip side, you know what I mean, where you'll be judged maybe to not be as good a man as you are on your day-to-day. People will look at
That's
you
true.
because, you know what I mean, a lot of people are so superficial, and we do often look at things like that and think to ourselves, oh, well, he's just going to be sleeping with everyone. Do you know what I mean?
No,
So
sure,
there is
sure.
that, and like you say, the values anyone can make a human being, but to be a parent, it takes a set of core values that are in you or they aren't in you.
All right, fair enough. I wrote that up nicely.
Yeah, sorry guys, no insulting. It's both people's fault, but you know what I mean. You gotta be real here.
All right,
you gotta be real.
cool. Go on.
Alright, so one of the things that I see on social media, yeah, 100% I see on social media, is about people meeting people, yeah, especially in the gym, yeah. One of the things, like, people find it hard to meet people as it is anyway. A lot of people don't talk, because everything's become so technology as well.
AI.
Very true. The aspects of things, or people even just going up to somebody and just saying, hi, how are you? Is so blasé at the moment, because even to do that, people are like, oh no, don't talk to me, or oh no, I can't talk to you. It's not like that anymore. So people are on social media, they will message you, they will see you, and a lot of people are in the gym, they'll see what you're doing, and they'll message you. I.e. for myself, like, I meet new people in the gym because, like, they will see me being either posted up through my gym or something or another, and they were like, oh, well, I like his style on how he trains, he's funny, he brings humor to his training, and he doesn't, he's serious, but he doesn't take it too serious to the point where he's trying to give me some drill sergeant thing. And literally from there, I meet a lot of people like that, and for me it works. What's your partake on that?
Listen, man. I'm joking.
I come to the gym to train. I don't talk to people.
Listen,
in the gym.
man. Listen. People that know me know that what I'm about in it. I'm about results. I'm just playing. Meeting new people. I understand what you're saying, but I don't agree. You know what I mean? The fact that I don't agree is simply because the interaction, man, is going against Mother Nature. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's.
I can see the fear of him having someone talk to him during his training. He's like,
What's that?
please don't ever talk to me in the gym, guys. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Said Mother Nature.
Mother Nature of how to do it. Okay, take two. Mother Nature. Yeah, it's going against Mother Nature because a lot of times, like, we try to find an easy way of doing things, how to better ourselves and how to interact with people easier. Do you understand? Rather than dealing with the problem within. Okay? I personally believe that, people that's interacting with social media or interacting with people on social media while in the gym, well, guess what? You actually neglect the people around you. Do you understand? You're not interacting with people around you. You know what I mean? Like, literally, like, you're meant to be socializing. Not necessarily socializing, but engaging with other people to kind of figure out that gym life.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So, you always want to engage of, like, watching other people, and then, you might be following a lot of people. You might be watching what they're doing, like, oh, you know what, I'm going to try that workout. Oh, what you did yesterday? You know what I mean? You're always going to try to always interacting in a negative, to me, it's in a negative way, because rather than you go into the gym, knowing what to do and get on with what you're meant to be doing, yeah, at the same time, some people use it as a social club. Do you understand? And if you take away that, as well as you want to interact with people on WhatsApp or, Instagram, Facebook, say, hey guys, look, take a picture of me, I'm in the gym. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't show that you're actually working out. Do you understand? You're literally doing it for the gram. Do you understand? Rather than, you know what, hey Ricky Lee, like, you know what, can you spot me? I'm doing this. Hey Elvin, hey, can you support me? What do you think of me?
That's a different aspect. When you're in the gym and you're there on the phone and you're on doing the gram. Like, if you're doing cardio, for instance, and you're on the bike and you could do your social media thing. That's cool. That's no problem. But like when you're doing, say you're actually training, and I see it a lot. I've done it a couple of times myself. I'm not gonna lie to you, but because obviously my work's on social media, I'm always on social media. But sometimes, like, I'll see something pop up on my watch or on my phone, and I'm just like, yeah. But there are a lot of people that will be, say they'll be on a weights bench, for instance, and then they'll pick up their phone and they'll be there on their phone for like 5 minutes before they go back and do another set. For me, I'm like, well, you shouldn't have come to the gym. I understand that aspect, but what I'm trying to say is that the pros of actually using social media to meeting people in the gym, people are actually talking to people. I'm not saying they have to be talking to them in the gym, but they actually, when they go away from the gym, like they might have seen somebody in the gym doing something or another. Like I've had people see me doing something in the gym, and they've messaged me like, later on, I've got seen a message saying, oh yeah, I saw what you was doing in the gym the other day. Could you, do you have a bit of time to show me blah, blah, blah? Or I saw that you had your merchandise out on the table the other day, blah, blah, blah. Some people don't actually feel comfortable just coming up to somebody and talking to people.
Okay.
And it's a big key thing. Obviously, again, I hear what you're saying about your mother nature, cool.
Come on, Mother Nature! Mother Nature, come on!
But I
From
think
the
there's
ground up,
there's
come
a
on.
plus side though, because I think in Maradona's sense, and I agree with him, if you're going to the gym or if I'm doing my yoga, I don't have my phone in my hand. Sometimes, it's not often, I will film a bit of my yoga and choose a section of that to post online because I'm proud of it that day or I've achieved something I wanted to. But there's lots of mornings where I don't have my phone because I need to focus on what I'm doing. So I think the bringing out, like you're saying, sitting on a weight bench in between, why aren't you stretching? Why aren't you breathing? Why aren't you doing whatever it is you
They're
want
doing it for the
weight
gram.
lifters? But that's what I mean, like it can be
Oh,
really
do it for the
frustrating,
gram.
but it's so important to push, like you say, your branding and everything. But there should be maybe an etiquette where it's like, do you have a social media I can contact you? You get the social media and then that's it. Do you know what I mean? Because I appreciate having your phone there to show your own progress, be able to post it on your social media. But I also appreciate that, are you seriously here to train or is it to get that shot?
You see,
You know
well,
what I
hear
mean?
me out on this one, yeah?
Because sometimes
I-
Mother Nature.
I understand a lot of people don't have, you know, Mother Nature once again. Yeah, don't let me emphasize on Mother Nature. I have hope with my ease.
Yeah, because honestly though,
But-
if I ask you to, how do you feel when people come and talk to you in the gym? Because you two are proper
Listen,
gym
listen.
people.
For me, listen. Number one, yeah. Let me go back to what he said earlier on about
I
how
was
people
talking about
approach it.
Mother Nature.
You know, let me jump from Mother Nature real quick. You know
Back
what
to
I mean?
Alvin. Go.
Let me go back to when Mr. E said like obviously how people you know how confident they feel about how approaching people or the message or whatever. But at the same time, to me, when people engage within social media while being in the gym, you know, it takes away their social skills. Do you understand? Because let's be real, social media is addictive. It's a drug. Do you understand? Once you glued in, it takes someone very strong to kind of deactivate themselves
but
and come out of that.
But everything has been, we've now lost that battle through social media. We've actually lost that battle. I'll
But
tell
it's
you this,
enabled a lot
why
of
I say
people.
that is because like there is no communication to other people unless we're going through social media, unless we're picking up a phone and calling them. But even so, how many times do people use house phones? House phones are dead now. The only reason why house phones are still there is because of the internet. Everyone's got their mobile. Yeah?
Broadband.
So like this is what this guy. But look, like everyone uses their mobile. Like when my house phone rings, I don't even go and bother to pick it up. Because everybody knows.
But
don't
when
call
you're
on the
in
house
your
phone.
phone, do you look approachable? Are people coming up to you to talk to you? Because you could be missing out on people that want
Look
to
at me.
have that conversation with you.
Very true.
Just look
But
at me.
then
Come
hold on a
come
minute, Mother
on.
Nature. Hold on a minute. There's also those people. I lie.
Him approaching
I
me.
lie now with this beautiful smile, but you look
Come on.
real unapproachable.
Come on,
like,
come on.
Don't even try it, mate. But then
Walking
there are
around
those
looking
people
like
that
Blanca,
are
he's
afraid.
gonna be approachable. No way, no way. Get out of here.
Say that.
That's
Say
for real,
that. Say
because
that.
you have to think about if I'm coming into a gym and I'm brand new and I don't know anyone and I see a group of PTs standing there all in their phone with a miserable look on their face, I am not walking up to you guys. If I see there's a social media wall that has some info, I might DM some of you to find out more. But we have to also consider, like you're saying, you lose your social skills. So how conscious are you that you're looking smiley and approachable and like those people who are scared to not have a Insta model body come
You
up
have a
to you and
point.
say, I really need some help.
You know, point, you a little
So it's
point, you
not
a little
just
touch a little something there. You know what I mean? You a little point. You touch a little something with Mother Nature in between. You know what I mean?
But I just think we have to also think about, because also like when you're at work for years and years, like I go into my job, I'm not the most smiley, approachable person because I'm here, I've done this every single day. But it's how does that person coming up to us or up to you
Yeah,
feel?
Okay.
We all go
Are
through
you
our ups and downs.
absolutely?
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
not
That's
saying,
what
but
it
when
is.
you're in the gym, that's sort
Yeah.
of your job. You know what I mean? So if we're in our phones or we're distracted, are you giving off that vibe of "come talk to me, I'm here to train you, I want to get you the body you want," that kind of thing? It's only asking because
No. I fully respect that because you know what, like even myself, sometimes like I have my phone and I can be on my phone sometimes as well, and it's one of the things that I said that I need to try and limit myself doing. Especially like a lot of people, like if they're paying for my time or what I'm doing, I need to make sure that everything is focusing on them.
Yeah.
You know, but you know what? Because I know a lot of my work is through social media. I'm like again like this, or sometimes I have to do videos or things like that.
What's
So,
your screen
yeah.
time? What's your
Yeah.
screen time telling you? Wait up 8 hours?
But it's dangerous regardless.
Yeah,
you
no,
know, like
it
you
is.
say,
Like I
social
said,
media's a drug, dude.
social media is
It's really
is the new
hectic.
drug, man. And like I said, I'm not disagreeing what you're saying, yeah. But at the same time, you need to understand, yeah. The more you engage with it, it takes away something. And I understand we kind of lost the battle, but at the same time, you need to find that within yourself. I'm not talking about for everyone. I'm talking about for your individual. Do you understand? You need to find that, you know, and make sure, like, if you catch yourself, oh my gosh, I'm meant to be running, but I'm looking at my phone. Put it to the side. Or you catch yourself taking a picture and look around, everyone's working out. Oh crap. Put the phone away. Do you understand? Interact. Do you understand? Going back to what I said before, Mother Nature. We're going
But
against Mother
be
Nature.
approachable so
You
people
know?
want to interact with you. You know what I'm saying? That's not for you, Alvin. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
All right, cool. I understand that.
But that
Okay.
goes that you know what, like quickly, that goes straight into what we're talking about. Actually, it classes an image thing, yeah. So
yeah.
like our perspective on how you look at us. So when you come into the gym, one of the things is you see how we're presented, and one of the things that I try to make sure myself is that either I'm in the gym group uniform, or I'm in my branded clothes,
Yeah.
which says Gaines Enterprise. So
Games.
but literally from that, people can distinguish who I am. You know, so like one of the things. Well, I'm lucky enough because I've been at my gym for so long that people come in, they know who I am already. But the good thing is when new people come in, they actually like, oh, you're a PT that works here. They know,
Yeah.
they got that inquisition because either I'm in the uniform, or not even just I'm in the uniform. They see a branded top saying something to do with sports or something along those lines, and they're interested, or they've seen me before, or they've seen on social media. But again, like my image has to portray it. Like, so I know man ain't got a beard, shape up and whatnot, whatever.
Head
But one
gang,
of the
head
things,
gang,
one of the things
come
that
on,
I try to
gang,
make
gang.
sure, one of the things I try to make sure is making sure that my clothes are not scruffy. That's
Yes.
one of my biggest things. And smell. Yeah.
Jeez.
Smell, and it's I know it's smell is a smell.
Yeah.
You smell it,
Yeah.
but it still classes an image as well. Because
Absolutely.
if you smell somebody, you're not going to go over there.
That's
So
nice. Yeah.
that's
I
one
like
of the
that.
things.
I like that.
So but
After
for
your
you, what are
workout,
you
smell
thinking
what
about?
you want.
What's your partake on the whole image aspects of social media, man?
You know me already on the image, man. A lot of false image in the gym. There's a lot of false image, literally. There's so
Like
many.
what he said with the whole belly thing and that, man.
yo,
You
I
have
like.
a belly if you want up and don't listen to him. You're still a man, okay?
Still a man, man.
Stupid ass.
Call it what you want, man. But you know what? I'm just saying, no man should, have one of those. But anyway, like I said, image. I'm guessing we're going into that new generation where I guess image is important, and it's still defeat the purpose of actually, you know, it's like you have to kind of keep up. Do you understand? You have to look a specific way, carry yourself a specific way, aka smell a specific way. You know what I mean? And you know,
It's true.
it's to me once again. Sometimes you're going against Mother Nature, man. Because at the same time, I'm not saying you need to stink, but people body odor is different. Do you know what I mean?
it's true.
At the same time, what we touched on before previously is what you actually eat in your mouth. It come through your skin and through your sweat. Do you understand? But at the same time, you know, some people don't like to put on cologne or perfume. Some people are allergic to those type of stuff. Do you understand? Sometimes their body odor is not the best of your, not the standard to your scent. But at the same time, you're like, oh, that may not be your, but that person could be going through something.
Yeah,
like
but smelling
within.
But smelling and actually BO is two different things. Yeah, having your own natural body scent and BO, that's two different things. Especially if you just walked into the gym and you're naturally stinking of BO, that's two different things. I'm sorry, but like I'm a man of hygiene, and that's
Like I said before. At the same time, I'm just trying to understand other people, innit? Yeah, I don't crucify no one in the gym. At the same time, I know there's a lot of false image in the gym. I've been in the gym since I was I probably was 16 when I used to you know, escape from my teachers and just going in the gym and just watching people, and they were training hard. Back then it was all about crafting yourself. Do you know what I mean? And it wasn't. Hold on, let me land. Yeah. It wasn't one of them ones whereas I'm gonna wear the new tracksuit today in the gym to look nice. You know what I mean? It was one of them ones. Yeah. It was nitty gritty. People training hard, sweating all over the place. Do you know what I mean? Like if it smelled like BO, women will come in there. Woo! Women will say it smelled like BO. But to me, that's the nitty gritty of the gym. Well, back in the days, anyways.
Yeah, but that was like
But
that was
now-
us
but
when we
now-
were
yeah,
playing
but-
basketball.
Yeah, but now,
we go to the gym.
but now we are going in to this, you know, social media generation, aka AI, aka, you know what I mean, you know.
No, I don't. you just said going into the gym.
Oh.
If you've gone into the gym,
You can't have BO.
how can you
mate,
have
already.
BO?
Listen,
You
I'm
can't
not
go
just.
into
I
the gym
understand
with
what you
BO.
mean, but it's BO that I can smell from here. That's a problem.
listen, man.
After you've worked out, you should stink. You should want to get away from who you are. And I get that.
You
but
should
when
be like,
you're
yeah,
working,
cool. I'll speak to you later. I got to go home.
100%, yeah. And
But
even
I-
say to people, I haven't showered. Forgive me. It
Yeah.
takes a lot off of
Yeah,
me.
like,
But if
so
you're
when I
working-
sweat and people come to me, I say, please, sorry, I'm sweating a lot. Like, okay, let's keep it
Yeah,
this.
they can either
You know
care
what I
or
mean?
not.
Like, yeah. But if they choose to come close to me,
But
then
if
fair
he's
enough.
coming from a working perspective, then you
Yeah.
want to see a fresh looking PT. The
Okay.
same way with any job. When you
Yeah.
go to yours, you want to be looking
Presentable.
presentable.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well,
But I
that's
think
fair
the
enough.
image thing is also, none of us want to put out a bad image of ourselves. Often we want to put the best foot forward. It's just, again, you don't know how a person's going to lie to themselves, let alone to you or to me. We can't control that. But your image, it's really tough because you always want to portray the best image of yourself, and that doesn't include the progression and all that kind of stuff, and the
I feel-
sweating and the being
I feel it does.
unapproachable.
I feel personally, yeah, if you're showing your image, you should show everything. You don't show
Oh,
the
100%,
goods,
but
you need
how
to show
can
the
you
bads
control
as
other
well.
people will do
you
that?
know.
But-
Like, yeah, which is
That's what
the
I'm saying,
aspect.
is we
But
just
as-
have to
as
touched
us
earlier on.
speaking,
You touched earlier on, someone's literally putting a lot of people on blast on social media. They're only showing these models and whatever. 'Cause people actually, actually doing it as a model. The gym is actually a model. They will come in, pose at the gym, come in, put a little Coke there and exercise at Coca-Cola. It tastes good. You know what I mean? you know?
No, they are.
No, they are.
But at the same time, it just takes away the whole interaction of everything. And like I said, going back to the BOs, but let's agree to disagree. Do you know what I mean? Because to me, yeah, when I go, like, if someone smell a BO, like, that's their body odor, innit? Do you understand? I mean, if you beef like stink of shit, shoe, you know, you know, if it's stink of shoe, yeah, then obviously that you could pull that person up. Do you know what I mean? But that also
But
comes
again,
down.
we're in an environment where, as you again, everything's socialized. So it's so difficult for people actually coming up to people saying, look, like, I don't want to be rude or anything, but I do have to tell you, you are protruding.
Yeah, but then
Like,
again,
you know.
let's be real. Yeah, a lot of people, even if it's someone like, okay, we're talking about BOs or whatever. I can't believe it.
But wait, it depends also the
But-
gym you're in, I think.
Yeah, so yeah,
Because
That's
I've
true.
trained in a gym where the testosterone and BO punched you in the face as you walked in. Now, there weren't many females. I think we were one of 4 females to train at that gym.
yeah.
But I understood when I'm going to that gym, we don't have time for cell phones. We don't have
Yeah.
time for selfies. We get in, we train hard, we
That's
puke,
it,
we
you
go
know.
home.
Yeah, okay.
And that's where it's a
But
little
about
bit
the
when
gym?
you have a more, your gym is a lot more upmarket than that gym, I would
Yeah.
say. That gym produces nothing but winners, but it's spit and sawdust type of gym. It's that grit and determination. But if you're going as a lawyer or whatever and you just want to keep trim and be on a treadmill, I think those gyms need to be held to a slightly higher standard. Do you know what I mean? Like,
No,
this is a
yeah,
boxing
okay,
gym. Don't
okay,
come
okay,
here and
okay,
pretend
okay.
like
I
we're
like
gonna
that. I
have
like
all-
that. I
oh
like
my
that. I
God.
like that. You know what? I literally
know what
like
I mean?
that. It's all about the gym. What you feel comfortable in. To be fair, the way how I train, I can't go to a prestige gym or a high class gym. I can't do it because I sweat a lot. I train hard. Do you know what I mean? And I don't like to interact with people. I just like to go in and literally get my stuff
Yeah.
done.
That's
Do you know
what
what I mean?
ties
Do you know what I
into
mean?
the whole
So
image thing as
sometimes, so some of these gyms are literally like, hey Elvin, how you doing? Can we squat today? Nah, none of that.
Hold on,
I'm
hold
good.
on. Shots fired right at Paul Alvin. Are you okay? Are you okay? Wow, bro. Gently, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Let's try to understand this, yeah. Like, let me play the devil advocate real quick, yeah. No matter how you put it, yeah, social media could literally make you and break you. And the quicker it builds you, the quicker it could destroy you. You know what? Take Kaepernick for example. Yeah, no one knows about his record when his record that he hold as a as a running back. Yeah, no,
I
of
nearly
course as a
said
quarterback.
quarterback.
Sorry, as a
Oh, I
quarterback.
nearly said quarterback as well. No, nothing. Damn
sorry,
it,
yeah.
instinct.
Take Kaepernick for example. No one knows about his record, what he did in his postseason. As a quarterback. Do you know what I mean? Social media literally brought to light. Do you know what I mean? And as well as he brought to light, it had like a domino effect. At the same time, the black community kind of praised him for what he did, about what he stood for. At the same time, it kind of crucified him at the same time because he hasn't played yet since he protested against the NFL. Do you understand? So I understand the whole social media in the gym and everything, but at the same time, it could build you as quick as it builds you. You get your brand out there, you could do your own thing, just like that. Boom. If you study it and you do it properly, it builds you up. Yeah. But if you're not careful, it will literally cripple you. Do you know what I mean? So I think we all need to be aware of that. You feel me?
Okay. So give me. Alright. So if we're looking at something like.
But taking Kaepernick out of the equation, you know what I mean? That's another story for another day. You know what I mean? But yeah. I'll let you have that one.
Yeah, social media can make you or break you. Yeah, but everybody uses social media, and you can turn it to however you want to change it. Now, yeah, it can bring you down, and this is where we come to a lot of people actually can gain mental health issues from social media itself. People get bad comments and things like that, but you also get good encouragement as well. You get a lot of people that go out your way. So for instance, quick easy thing, that thing that happened in Mitcham the other day when the young girl was a young girl was abducted.
Social media
If
is
it wasn't for
amazing
that
for
girl who literally videoed
Yeah.
and put it out on social media,
Yeah, yeah.
where would we be today with that guy?
Yeah.
Where that guy would be today?
Yeah.
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 So this
yeah.
is where I say to you, yeah, I understand that social media can be an effective thing, but we can all understand, if we understand social media to an aspect level, we can all use it for the greater good. Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, I understand there's so much that social media does bring down, and I understand that there's so much that it does, but it highlights so much. You can't hide from nothing.
Yeah.
You can't hide.
Okay,
Do you know what I'm saying? You can't, like, everything will be brought out to light. So if you're doing wrong, it will be brought out to light.
Yeah, I think what's really important is as long as alongside your social media, you're really, really putting in the actual hard work, your clients aren't, for instance, your clients aren't going to go if your Instagram fails today or Instagram stops you tomorrow. So, you know, where we talked about these false idols, what you've got to be really careful about is, yes, social media can make or break you, but you have to be putting in the work that that's not something that can break you. It's like even with the mental health and stuff, if you're just doing your own personal one, we talk about encouragement or bad comments, your self-worth can't be that attached to your phone and what strangers think of you. Do you know what I mean? That's where it becomes dangerous. Like, with all due respect, I think what you think of me in a very high capacity, because I've known you, what we've gone through as friends, we have a long foundation. A stranger out on the street,
Yeah.
I don't, if they, like, a lot of men will say some really horrible things to me, and I'm like, but you don't even know me. So if you're going to judge my outside of my body and go out of your way to leave that comment, it doesn't upset me. It just goes away, because it's not someone that I respect or would go to for that type of information when it comes to my body and my well-being. So I think it's just, as long as you're careful about it, it can be really, really such a great tool to use, but it can't become where you're wrapped up in all of your self-esteem and stuff like that. You have to be careful.
So, this is my encouragement. Yeah. Social media, how it can encourage, because as we know, one of the biggest things out there today that a lot of people talk about is mental health. And I feel like everybody deserves encouragement. Yeah, everyone. Because we all. No, do you know what it is?
Everyone.
Because I feel, yeah, do you know why I say everyone? Because I feel like if everyone gets that encouragement, I feel it will help them to be better within themselves. When people are not encouraged, yeah, they're not told that they're doing good, yeah. So for instance, my son, when he's being told he's not doing well at school or something like that, he's gonna feel that actually, Daddy, I'm not doing well. He feels naughty, he feels bad, you know. But when he's actually encouraged and actually shown, actually, you're doing well, schoolwork, all right, you didn't have the best of days, but actually you are doing well. It helps him to understand actually the aspect of the situation is there are going to be days when things are going to be difficult, but he's doing well as can be, you know.
I think what you say is completely right, because so often, even in your family setting, you aren't encouraged, you know, in the right capacity.
100%.
And I feel like when it starts with your family, and we can't, you know, it's not always. No, I think the encouragements. Now I've seen you be changed by the right level of encouragement, my G.
Listen.
My G.
Yeah.
My G, you know.
I didn't even talk to you before you got encouraged to be a better man.
Anyways,
so here we are.
let me.
G.
Exactly.
Let's keep this professional.
Just
You
move my
look
chair
my
to-
lips. My G.
All right. The encouragement side. You know what? Yeah, I know you might feel some type of way that I'm always kind of challenging everything that you actually say, and you probably like thinking like, oh, this guy, sharp in it. Yeah, give a quick
Sharp.
bang.
I was just thinking sharp.
But
I
you
was
know,
thinking loads.
but you know, at the
Maybe
same
we should
time,
encourage him.
you know what, you know,
Should.
it all comes down to like who you're following. Do you know what I mean? And what the trend is. Do you know what I mean when it comes to that? Because I feel like, you know, even though the encouragement side, it could be a lot of peer pressure. Do you know what I mean? I know you might say, oh yeah, but you might need encouragement to come through, like with kind of balance the peer pressure. But to be fair, it's like you can't always rely on the encouragement. You can't rely on it. Do you
Can we
understand?
not rely on it because we never give it? and it's not a consistent language amongst us. Is that why we can't rely, or we can't rely? Like, is it our own behavior with not encouraging one another that we think we need to be on our own, be soldiers?
In our communities today, yeah, as living up, grown up in this area, there was not enough encouragement. There wasn't. Like, little social clubs were taken away, yeah?
And they were
Due to
rubbish
for what-
anyway.
They were rubbish anyway. There were people was having fight outside the social club. I remember Wembley's social club. People was having fights outside it. It was just like another boxing place. People were boxing and having fights. And the computers, everyone was fighting over the computer, the snooker table. Exactly the same thing, you know. And on that aspect, there was not a proper level of encouragement. You know, this is why a lot of people turn to sports. Yeah, because that's where we learn so much. We learn respect, we learn motor skills, and we have a greater understanding. And you know what it is? When we're doing something, we get encouraged, we get praised. Now, at school, it's very difficult for a lot of kids to get praised and encouraged because there could be like 30 kids in the classroom. If a teacher is praising that child and the other child doesn't get praised, yeah, it can come across as the other child may feel bitter and upset about it. You know?
But what happens if you don't get that encouragement though?
But
This
I
is
think
where
that's
the-
where it is. We
when
need
a
to
lot
make
of
the
kids
effort.
don't get encouraged, they end up going down
Yeah,
the
but-
wrong road.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, yeah, like you can't rely on it. You need to find something to push you through that.
Yes,
Do you
but when we
understand?
talk about
So-
encouragement through social media, that's the topic. How much encouragement do you get through your social media? When people engage, when they comment back,
Yeah,
when
but
they
it's all
engage with
depends
your
who you're
posts.
following it. You know?
But
And
doesn't
as
that
well
encourage
as
you?
as well
But
as the
doesn't that
trend?
encourage
As
you
well
to
as the
post
trend.
more, to be a bigger animal in the gym, to get more people? Does that not encourage
Personally,
you? I'm asking you.
Me
I'm not asking
personally-
anyone
you
else.
don't
You, right? My G.
Yeah, you, my G.
Listen,
My G.
listen. To me personally, no encouragement. I pick myself up. I encourage myself. Do you
But then
understand?
you need to understand that you, like you saying, you want to understand more
So
people
do
where
you
they're
not have a
coming
coach?
from.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Do you not have a coach?
Alvin,
Do
no,
I have a
you
coach?
didn't.
Yes, I
I
do.
went there. Do you not have a coach?
Yes, I do have a coach.
Okay then, so then doesn't your coach encourage you to drop that shoulder when you need to drop, when you're not dropping it? Drop the shoulder, keep your arm up, you're not dropping, your arms are down.
Okay, but
your
hold
arms
on,
are
hold
down.
on, hold on,
Keep
hold
your
on. I
arms
gotta,
up.
I gotta
Keep your arms
protect
up.
him. I gotta protect him. We're talking about social media here, not coaches. Hold on. Hold on there. You got a good point, Alvin, but gotta protect him a little bit here.
Anyways.
Yes, you have a coach, but when you talk about understanding loads of other people and different body types and metabolisms, you have to understand not everyone has your self-motivated, your level of self-motivation, sorry. So that's where through it really encourages me when I see people writing comments on my posts with my headstands, because something I've done almost every single day for 2 years. I'm really proud that I can do it in the middle of a road. I can do it on a statue in central London. I wanted to do it and I've worked really hard. So when I get that encouragement and engagement through social media, it does encourage me to do more.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if sometimes if people feed off of the encouragement, I feel like if they don't get that, it would kind of go the opposite way, which
Oh
is
yeah, but
depression.
that's where you have to
Do you
be really
understand?
careful of who
So-
you're listening to. It gives
so-
me encouragement, but it
Yeah.
doesn't stop
Stop.
me.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is don't rely on encouragement.
No, of course
That's what I'm
not.
trying to say. Like, cause a lot of people.
But we should also encourage more
Yeah, no,
encouragement
yeah, we should,
in
yeah,
our
we
daily
should, we
lives.
should. The government should
100%.
encourage a lot of sports facilities at the moment, but they ain't
Absolutely.
doing that, are they?
But exactly.
Do you
So
know
we
what I
need
mean?
to
But,
encourage.
You know, at the same time,
What we
you know,
want.
like I said, if you feed off of it, you know, like I said, it will literally lead to that next sector, which is depression. Do you understand? And you know, I personally believe, you know, you need to understand your own self journey.
Mhm.
Do you understand? Rather than relying on someone to encourage you, you need to understand how you operate, how you behave,
Yeah.
how you function.
Of
Yeah, we
course,
do.
but when we're
That
talking
goes
about it
in.
through social
But
media
through social media, like when you put up a picture, yeah,
and
when
you don't
put
get
up a
any
post,
likes, how do
you
you
don't
feel?
get no likes, you don't get no comments, you feel to yourself like, right, like it would have been
It's not
nice to
ideal.
receive a like or a comment or something like that.
Yeah,
Little
but
double
it's not-
tap.
it's
But
not-
people,
costs
will, yeah, but
nothing,
people
eh?
will literally go on like you go on they'll pop up on your feed and they'll be like, yeah, as the other then and scroll down. Do you understand? But that's just sometimes people ignorance.
But that's what,
Do you
yeah, but
understand?
that's
But that to me personally, that doesn't affect me.
But yeah, it shouldn't affect you. But I'm saying it's nice to have things like that.
It's offering a bit of encouragement.
and do you know what? The fact that you have those things, I guarantee you have more people commenting on your thing, more people responding to what you're doing. It's the more you feel, actually I'm doing something even better. I need to do more. I need to do more posts. I need to show more of the work ethic that I can do. Because the more you do it, the more people are like, oh right, like he's posting a lot more. He's putting up more videos of what he's doing. And you as teaching people as well, yeah, you could be throwing up more like basic skills handwork of what you do, yeah. And people could be like, okay, cool, I like that. You know what? Actually, let me contact him because I want to learn more in the boxing side of aspects. You know, I know that boxing is a really good aspect when it comes to fitness, weight loss, trimming up, toning. That is a really, really good aspect on that. So one of the things that you should do is promote yourself through social media. Now, you're gonna get a lot of people out there who are not going to like what you do. That's how life goes. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that hate on people. They will see you. Let's say tomorrow you end up getting 100 mil. You're gonna have some people knocking on your door that's never knocked on your door before. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you need to think about, you got to accept, hear what's being said, and then use the positive out of it and use it to strive you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying as you in a person or myself or you or anybody, yeah, are not encouraged to do certain things, but I'm saying it's a good aspect on when you're hearing, especially the whole mental health side, the whole depression and how people feel. It's always good to have that little bit of encouragement. You know, it's always good to know that, oh, actually, you know what, somebody likes what I'm doing. Oh, actually, I actually got a like. It's actually nice. Because when we put, it's not even a front thing, but when we put up a picture, we're looking to see if somebody actually likes our picture. We're looking to see, oh, who just liked my picture? Who commented? You know, like you ain't
So
throwing up
sharing
a picture.
a part of your day.
You're not sharing it just to think like, oh, actually, like I'm not going to get a comment or a like. You're sharing to show people what you are, what your aspects of how you look. You know, putting yourself out there, and that's what it is.
Okay. I agree to disagree. The reason why I'm not agreeing, because like I said, when people engage and literally, rely on the encouragement, I feel like it will push them to the depression side. And when people go to that depression side, it's very hard to kind of come back from that side, you know what I mean? So I understand the concept that we need to, literally do it more. Do you understand?
All I think is that as grown-ups who are able to have mobile phones, because you have to be an adult to have a phone contract, at least 16 and above. I think what's most important again is just looking at the tribe that you've built around you.
Yes.
Looking at the people that you really value. Like if I'm not coming to you for advice, your opinion doesn't mean that much. Like it's also your opinion. It's nothing to do with me. Do you know what I mean? Even if it's about me, my behavior, my body, it's got nothing to do with me. And that takes a long, long time. I think that's a much bigger conversation than just us sitting here talking off the back of social media. But the encouragement is nice. And nice is a bit of a crap word, to be fair. A cup of tea is nice.
Can't be too nice, man.
But this
Come
is the
on,
thing.
man.
You've
It's not
also
about
been,
being
but
too
you've
nice, but
also
it's
been in
about
an environment
having it.
where you have to be super independent and take care of you. I have a very similar background to you, where we have to really do all the things for ourselves, and it makes us a lot harder than we should be. We should be encouraging and soft and smiley and approachable, Mother Nature, you know. But that's the thing. It's all there's the pull and the push all the time. Of you can't just do it for the encouragement, but you also can't just get hate comments. That's gonna make you feel away.
Yes.
But then there's also that whole, it's wonderful, you just block the person. You don't have to let them keep coming in, do you know what I mean? And that's why I don't get where people get... Exactly.
Instant block and delete.
Yeah, and it sounds heartless and horrible, but those toxic environments and relationships can't be around you, or you're not going to succeed. For real. So I feel like it's a little tired, but like you went a little farther. You were like, way out there. We're only in social media encouragement, not in the whole world's encouragement, eh? Be
listen.
softer.
Be softer, Get out of here with that nonsense, man. I'm joking. All right, fair enough. Like I said, I agree to disagree. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I just, as well as you might bring the good, man. I just see the bad. Do Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm just like going by from what I've experienced
But
from within
that's-
fitness,
That's perfect.
as well as, you know, for those who don't know me, as much as social media, like I don't really engage as much as I used to back in like when I was at 21. Do you know what I mean? Or my 20s. Like I just share and just share and update. That's all I do.
But also, you have to
Yeah.
you have to eat your point now. I'm about to do it to you. Almost all your point. I feel like I need
What?
to just.
What?
I feel so happy. I have this point. Oh, I feel elated.
What? What's this?
Almost
What?
all. Thank you.
What?
Almost all of your posts are incredibly inspirational, incredibly educational, incredibly motivating. So where you have this whole thing of don't rely on encouragement, that's all you put out. It's beautiful, and I think you almost don't know you do it because you've held your
Listen,
point so long
listen.
and hard. And I'm like, Ricky and Alvin,
saying
then the point.
What you saying
Yeah,
now?
my G.
What you saying
What
now?
up, man? What up?
Wow.
Anyway.
So that's where I think you have to be careful because you're already doing that. You're already so encouraging and so there for people in a capacity that not a lot of people are there for you. So you're already out there offering that encouragement, offering those Mr. Lifestyle quotes, and don't make me pull up the Instagram and the WhatsApp because there's plenty of evidence.
Anyways,
He's a motivator.
we
The
are talking about
encourager,
social
yeah.
media.
Exactly, what you want me to do.
We're talking about social media.
You know what I'm saying?
Anyways, this is
So
not
all
about
I'm
me,
saying
but
is, well, if it's just your opinion,
let's
you're a really encouraging and motivating guy,
let's-
and that's a
let's-
great thing. Not to say people should rely on you to only do that for them, but
But that-
you're already even doing it, being your badass. Do it for yourself. Encourage yourself, kids. You're out here encouraging all of us, you fool.
By myself.
But no, but what I see you trying to, you're trying to expose me there for a second.
Trying to
I
expose the
see you trying to
truth.
expose me. Yeah, don't watch that.
Truth
But at the
sucks,
same
right?
time, I'm still holding my ground, and what I'm saying is, despite people that can follow me, like me, whatever, I don't really care, But at the same time, what I'm saying is, don't rely on it.
100%. I really.
Do you understand?
But that's
What happens?
100%.
If someone relying on me
But
always,
also, you're
posting.
putting that out. It's
Yeah,
a
I know.
beautiful thing.
I put it out because I think it need to be out there.
But exactly.
Do you understand?
That's
but
what we're saying.
But,
The
but that's what
encouragement
I'm
is-
still gonna
Stomp your
hold my feet to the ground to Mother Nature. Anyways, anyways.
No, I think
All
it is
right,
important though.
No, fair enough.
Both points are really, really valid. All I'm saying is that, the encouragement and that kind of stuff, we shouldn't shun away from being kinder to each other. And kindness doesn't mean soft and a doormat and all that. Kindness can be a smile at the door in the gym. You approaching someone and saying, do you need a hand? How are you doing today? That can go a long, long way. And kindness, we need to bring that back a little. Anyway, so glad I made that little point there. Like
You were waiting for that. You were waiting for that, innit?
No,
You were
it
waiting
just
for that
came as an
explosion.
epiphany, and I was like,
Shut it down.
You're
It's
just waiting for that,
beautiful.
innit?
No, it's
You're ready to expose me, innit? Like.
sometimes you gotta expose the truth.
Anyways,
Live the
anyways.
lifestyle, you know?
Anyways, you remember that fitness lifestyle, baby.
Yeah,
But
okay.
okay.
Yeah, so you hear that fitness lifestyle. He's encouraging guy. He's an encouraging guy.
You're an idiot. Anyways.
What is
But
this
yeah.
fitness lifestyle? Well, he is an encouraging guy. Yes.
Anyways, moving forward. But yeah, man. Okay, fair enough. I put my hand up to that one. I lost that one. That's cool.
So I
That's
think
cool.
we lost point 3.
Yeah.
I didn't bring that in quite as well, but I think we've got a draw, Alvin, and then a draw. I think that's how it's gonna have to go today.
It's alright. I could take the L's. You know what I mean?
So
I take the L's.
encouraging. You're
But
so encouraging.
you
I
know
can
what?
take the L's.
I'm always bouncing back. You know what I mean? I'm always bouncing back.
He's solid.
Again.
You know what I mean?
Gets knocked down.
He gets
Get
back up
Yeah,
again.
you're encouraging, man. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, so I think
We all won't be like you.
Elvin, do your thing, man. Do your
But
thing.
yeah, you know what? On that note, I want to say thank you for everyone tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed our Fight Fit podcast today. I myself, Elvin,
Ricky Lee.
Mr. Fitness Lifestyle.
And that's it. We out.
Cheers, guys.
Should be missed encouragement.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.